Hello, welcome to 10 Days to Most Authentic Self. I am Esther and I'm doing this 10-day series as a celebration for 100 episodes of Esther's Universe. I'm very excited. And also because I'm launching a course on how to podcast in a way that also aligns with your authenticity journey and your manifestation journey and, growing yourself online and sharing a personal brand. So I'm going to help you start a podcast and do it in a way that aligns with your spiritual progression. So the link for the waitlist for that is in my show notes. And today, in this episode, we're going to talk about preparing for your new reality to land in your life. My friend Sonia and I call this docking, from the scene in Interstellar where the spaceship is trying to dock onto the space station. And it's like when your energy aligns with the energy of the reality you're trying to create, you dock onto it. And it's like you lock in and you hone in and you put all of your attention and energy, in a balanced way, of course, into that single point focus. And then you just allow the energy from the universe to pour through you and do everything it asks of you, basically. And you be a brave person and you just go for it. And then you make this jump and you've created this new reality and you're like, wow. And you see that all like changing in your life everywhere and it just starts to unfold. It's very cool. So when you think about docking and you're thinking about your energy, so let's just say you want to earn $100,000 a month getting paid to exist, just from your intellectual property. So someone who earns $100,000 a month, the life that they live, whatever, their mental and emotional and physical state and everything is going to have a certain frequency. It'll vibrate at a certain speed. It'll have a certain feeling, a certain look, a certain vibe. And so what you want to do is you want to mirror that. You want to become the same as it. You want to feel it. You want to have the same emotions as that person going on. You want to have the same relaxed state as that person, like in your body and in your mind. You want to be just as confident as that person. You want to be, but like all in your own version, you know what I mean? Your own way, in the way that feels right for you. So you energetically essentially become that version of yourself. And you ask yourself, like, what would the version of me who earns $100,000 a month think? And what would that version of me feel? What would that version of me do? Like, what choices would I make? What kind of feeling of responsibility would I have over my own life? My accountability over my own decisions? Like, what kind of feelings around those kind of things am I going to be emitting? That kind of thing. How do I talk? How do I feel when I'm going to the cafe? I'm pretty bubbly and confident, right? Because I've got tons of money coming in. Like, so you want to figure out as much as you can what that desire of yours feels like, even though you've never actually experienced it in your own experience before. So that's what confuses people, because it's like you got to try and feel something that you've never seen or felt before. And you got to try and feel it and see it in your imagination as if it's a full-on memory of yours that's already happened, which technically it is. You're just tapping into that dimension where that does exist, because it's a version of you that exists already and you can tap into it. So that's what you're doing, really. You're tapping into another dimension in the physical by feeling it and stuff like that. You just can't see it yet in your life. But you can feel it, and then it starts to happen. It starts to make the changes and starts to collapse around you, and you start to be like, oh, opportunities come in that match this, blah, blah, blah. And you have these ideas that really match that frequency that you're moving into. And like, you just find yourself taking step after step after step toward the reality that you're about to dock onto, and it's coming toward you at the same rate. So you're very magnetic. Like, you're not chasing something that's moving away from you. You and the thing are moving closer and closer and closer together. Every step you take closer, it comes like tenfold closer to you. Think of it like that way. So docking, that's right. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say. All right, so let's say you are trying to manifest money coming into your life in some way, and maybe a lot of clients or something like that. or a lot of followers or a lot of opportunities. Maybe you're just trying to blow up online or something, like whatever it is. I want you to ask yourself in a meditation what it is that you need to do for that to arrive into your life. So basically, you want to pretend like you won the thing or whatever, or it's just suddenly available to you and you know it's coming, but you don't get it for like a week or whatever, a couple of days, but you have that time to prepare for it because maybe you need to give it somewhere to land in your life safely, in a way where you're not going to fucking get fucked up, in a way where you can stay in alignment with your energetic boundaries and, you know, not put yourself out about it, not get burnt out with it, stuff like that. Like, what preparations do you need to make so that you can energetically, truly hold the space of the thing it is that you want without suddenly being overwhelmed with all these tasks, blah, blah, blah. So if you want a ton of new clients in kind of thing, you want to be organizing a like automated workflow and making sure that the very first step that they take when they click on your social media is something like a clear direction for, you know, where you want them to go, where you want them to look, that kind of thing. You want to set things up to actually allow that reality of a lot of clients coming into your life to land in your life. Do the client experience, like follow someone else's situation for as whatever you can find out online. It's not sneaky, you're not like, you're just having a look, doing research, relax. Look at all my shit. And you want to like create a pathway for the thing that you want so that you're not going to get burnt out with that amount of clients or whatever. Or if you want your business to suddenly make a lot of money, like you want it to just blow up and you want it to bring in a lot of money. Are you a sole trader right now? And do you need to maybe think about becoming a company? Like if you have a ton of money come in all of a sudden, you'll get taxed. If you're a sole trader, your tax amount can go up so high if you're earning a lot of money. And as it's coming in, not after the fact, like as the money is coming in, when your income starts to raise more and more and more and more, there's going to be a point where you want to go from being a sole trader to a company, because then you don't get taxed as much. Like there's a cap on it, you know? And that's a thing that you need to think about when you're trying to call in like $1 million or whatever, you know? How's that money going to arrive into your life? If you've got those doorways open already, sweet. When that money arrives, are you prepared for it? Do you need to, do any little business admin adjustments like that? Do you need to set up accounts for it so that when you get a bookkeeper or whatever on, or a financial person, like it's easy, everything's easy to understand? Do you know what I mean? Like, and then all the nervous system work for the thing that you're trying to manifest. So whether it's money or love or a job situation or whatever, if you think that that thing is not safe, like low-key your nervous system and your ancient survival mechanisms are unconsciously, like you're not conscious of it, it's an unconscious thing, but they're doing all these things to stop you from going into the danger zone, which is like the new territory, the unknown, never done that before, don't know if I'm capable of it. If I walk away from this, I could be walking away from stability. And if I go for this and that doesn't work out, then what do I do? And then it's like people freak out in the unknown. They cannot, like you can float. You must float. You must at some times float and find the solidity and the earth and the ground in yourself. Okay? Because you know you're capable of anything. So sometimes you just got to go into that unknown. Sometimes you just got to make the choice that feels right. And if it doesn't work out the way that you thought it was gonna, it doesn't mean that something's gone wrong. It means that you have to pivot because you're gonna go even further into alignment, okay? So this journey is like, you gotta let go of the expectations because there's things happening that you can't control unless you wanna limit yourself. Then you can, sure, control it. But if you don't wanna limit yourself and you wanna get to the most authentic expression of your life that you can, then you're gonna wanna fucking just let go and pivot and aim at the goals, decide on things, make choices, take action based on those choices that feel right, but then don't beat yourself up along the way. Just keep pivoting and you find your way. Very cool. But you need to make sure that for the thing that you want to land into your life, that your nervous system feels aligned with it. So this is like a mind-body situation. If your mind thinks that, you know, there's a threat in having a lot of money because maybe when you were a kid you saw someone's marriage and family fall apart because of money or something like that. Maybe it's as simple as that. It could be fucking anything. But that if you haven't had a lot of money in your life, that's a lot of money can come with like, am I worthy of that? Will I fuck it up and drop it all and lose it all if I get it? I don't know what to do with that. Like there's so many unknowns, and it's literally just the unknowns that we're scared of. We're not actually scared of the thing. We're scared of not knowing what to do about the thing that we don't know what to expect anything about. So nervous system regulation for reality docking is very important. So then the way that I find out if I have nervous system dysregulation subconsciously about a thing is I'll sit in a meditation and I get into the bodily and mind feeling of like being in the thing that I want to create in my life. And I'm like, okay, let's just say $30 million does rock up into your account tomorrow. What then? And like now I feel very, very clear, very grounded in myself about this. But before, I had this rush of heat come up in my body, like months ago now, but a rush of heat and then almost like a tightening in my throat and then almost like this little anxious feeling. And I was like, okay, you're anxious about money? And I was like, why? And then it was this whole thing, like this meditation where I was just sort of like seeing all these different life memories popping up and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And so then I had to go on this like journey of doing all this money mindset work and everything. And that's been a really amazing part of the journey. That one ran deep for me. I feel very relaxed now though. Thank God. I'm like, whew, that was a long jump into this reality. Anyway, I'm going to attach a meditation that I have inside my app called Theta. If you haven't heard about it, it's a meditation and mindset app. So I took everything that I learned on my spiritual path and then all the meditations that I'd made for myself and hypnosis and stuff like that, and I put it all inside the app. I just love passing on my knowledge. Anyway, I also love making meditations. They slap. They're really good. There's a couple of free meditations in the podcast here as well. If you just search inside my show, meditate or meditation, there's 2 different ones in there. Anyway, I digress. I'm going to put one of the meditations in here. It's only like a 5 or 6, maybe 10-minute thing. And you can, it'll help you essentially do a bit of a quantum jump into the reality that you need to be in to suss out what it is that you need to change in your current reality now to allow that to dock into your life. So I'll attach that to the end of this episode. So like if you can do it now, amazing. But if you can't, that's okay. You'll need to like journal and stuff. It honestly won't take you long. Like the whole thing does not take long. So come back to this app, save it or something like that so that you can find it later if you can't do it right now. Add it to your library, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to go. So come back tomorrow for the next episode. And also if you're interested in the podcast course, go into my show notes and join the wait list. That way you can take advantage of the early bird special because the first 1,000 people to sign up to the course get 50% off and thousands of people listen to this podcast. So join the waitlist and then I can send you an email when we're launching. And I'm going to launch the day after this 10-episode series finishes. So when we are at episode 101 is the day that I launch. I'm so excited. Anyway, I love you so much. See you tomorrow. Welcome to another Theta meditation. We're going to meditate on your dreams arriving into your life tomorrow to find out where you are already aligned with it and where you need to take aligned action. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to pause the track so that you can do some really quick journaling before you begin. So first of all, we're going to journal down your intention for this meditation. Which specific one of your dreams are you going to focus on in this session? Our dream life can have many different areas, so pick one that feels exciting to you at the moment. And write down the dream or goal, and write the magnificent version of it, the version that would be monumental to you. Pause the track now and journal down which dream you're going to focus on. After the meditation, you're going to journal down the things that did feel aligned, that you're proud of, and then you're going to journal down the actions that you need to take to be able to receive your dream. Let's begin. We're going to do a really quick shift into surrender right now. So dramatically tense your whole body, squeeze it, and then dramatically relax your whole body. Surrender it. Again, tense, squeeze, and then relax. One more time. Tense your whole body, squeeze all your muscles, and then relax the whole lot. Good. Now I want you to put your awareness into your brain and set the intention to melt into a sleepy theta brainwave. Take 3 slow breaths into the intention of a theta brainwave in your brain. Focusing on feeling that melty feeling of surrender, as if you're about to drift off to sleep. Making the decision now to fully surrender into your body. Imagine you're laying in your bed about to zoom through a portal into tomorrow. Bring your dream into your mind, into your intentions, and focus on the absolute best version of this dream that you could ever imagine yourself achieving. Your bed starts to hum, a vibration so fast that you can sense the molecules around you changing. Your room starts to blur, colors and lights flying by, getting faster and faster. Day turns to night and back into day again. The sun is zooming over the horizon. You're flying through the portal. And then your room settles into stillness. The morning light touches your face and you've awoken in a new day. You do a little stretch and you get out of bed. And the whole time you're going about your morning routine, you keep having this strange feeling that something really good is happening for you today. You eventually head over to your phone and check your emails, and there it is. The email that lets you know that your dream has come true for you today. You feel like you're breathing deeper with excitement, and you're feeling a little shocked. It feels like time slowed down a little while gratitude starts to pour into every cell of your body. You did it. You made it. Everything you have been desiring has been confirmed, and all you have to do is arrange to receive it. You're feeling relief as tears well up in your eyes, and you thank the universe for helping bring it in. You thank yourself for taking the aligned action, and you thank everything that's ever happened to you in your life to bring you to this moment. Now, are you ready to receive it? You certainly are capable of handling it, so what actions do you need to take to sustain it, to let it in?
You start to run through a mental list of things that are already in order for you to receive your dream, and you feel very satisfied with those alignments. Your mentality, the feelings of excitement and worthiness in your body, the actions you've taken to open the doors for your dream to arrive at this point of confirmation into your life. You have come so far. Then you start to list all the final arrangements you need to make to receive and sustain it. Stay in the flow and trust that you'll remember what these things are later on. Allow scenes to play out in your imagination of what they are. Maybe you need to do some life admin. Maybe you need to address some habits. Maybe you need to open some pathways for it to come in. I'll leave the music playing for an additional 10 minutes while you allow the universe to show you through your imagination where you can take aligned action and receive your dream. And when you're ready, you're going to journal the actions down.